CBI has filed an FIR against IRS officer and former zonal director of NCB, Mr. Samir Wankhede, and this particular FIR is about the corruption charges against him in the Cordelia Cruise case, or we can say the Aryan Khan drug case. This particular FIR, though CBI has filed, but the base of this FIR is the Vigilance Committee report. When the Aryan case, drug case happened, after that we saw how the things slowly unfolded, where one of the independent witnesses, Prabhakar Sahil, he came to the media. He basically told that it was a kind of a conspiracy which KP Gosavi along with Samir Wankhede tried to hatch, and they tried to extort the money from Aryan Khan's family. As we all know that Aryan Khan is son of Shah Rukh Khan, and he was found there on a Cordelia case. But it is very interesting to remember, but it is interesting to see that when Aryan was arrested, there was no drugs found on him, and that was the biggest twist in this entire case. But still, Aryan had to spend a few days in the case because the case was underway. But when Prabhakar Sahil came in front of media, he filed that affidavit. That affidavit basically talked about how this conspiracy was basically hatched by KP Gosavi, who was close associate, or we can say who was known to Samir Wankhede. Also, the KP Gosavi in this entire case is also a very interesting character, because first case KP Gosavi came in light when his selfie with Aryan Khan went viral on social media. On that particular night when Aryan Khan was shown detained and later he was shown arrested, it was KP Gosavi who was seen in the picture taking the accused to the NCB main office in Mumbai. And that time everyone thought that KP Gosavi must be NCB official, but he was not. Later, when his selfie went viral on social media, 1,000 questions were raised, and that time everyone got to know that KP Gosavi is a private player, and that was the first mistake, we can say, which NCB did, and this entire team was under the supervision of Samir Wankhede. And exactly this thing has been mentioned in the FIR copy also, that how a private person who has no relation with NCB was allowed to take the accused to the headquarters or to the NCB office. Later on, as I told you about it, the Prabhakar Sahil's interview and his affidavit also revealed that KP Gosavi basically tried to extort somewhere around 25 crore rupees from Aryan Khan's family. Later, that particular amount was settled at 18 crore. KP Gosavi, along with his close aide, whose name is Mr. D'Souza, Sanvel D'Souza, they basically took 50 lakh rupees as a token amount. But later, when they got to know that KP Gosavi's selfie with Aryan Khan had gone viral, they returned the part money, or we can say that the partial money they have returned to the person from whom they have taken this money. If we talk about the FIR also talk about Samir Wankhede, how under his supervision this entire mess happened, where KP Gosavi was seen holding hand of Aryan Khan and taking him to the office. Then private vehicle was basically used to take the accused from the Cordelia terminal to NCB office. Even the FIR also says Arbaz Merchant, who was found with the drugs, he was arrested, but a person who basically provided drugs to Arbaz, he was also at that moment, he was there on the cruise, but he was allowed to go. There is no documentation of this particular thing. Even FIR clearly says that there were several other people who were searched, whose luggage was searched, they were questioned, but there is no proper documentation of this particular thing. When the Cordelia thing happened, it was Samir Wankhede who was leading this particular entire operation, and it was kept very secret, because the only news during the initial few hours which came, it was that a superstar's son has been arrested or involved. But when Aryan Khan's name came, when Aryan Khan was produced in the court, that time NCB on the first hearing of this particular case also agreed that they have not found anything on Aryan Khan, not even a single drug they have found with to Aryan Khan. And that time they asked or requested court they want the custody of Aryan Khan because they have gone through his chats, and in his chats they have found that he used to, or he had consumed drugs somewhere when he was abroad. So in that connection they wanted Aryan Khan. But later on we all got to know that what exactly is the scenario, and after few years, or we can say after 2 years, Aryan Khan got a clean sheet from this particular case. But this FIR filed by CBI is also mentioning two more important aspects regarding the Samir Wankhede. One is Samir Wankhede, when he faced the Vigilance Committee inquiry, he could not explain his foreign visits, what was the source of his foreign visit, why he did those foreign visits. So he could not explain that. And second thing, it talk about the exchange, or we can say the sale and purchases of Mr. Samir Wankhede, which of wristwatches, because if in FIR it is clearly mentioned that Samir Wankhede could not explain the source of income or source of money, and also why he did the purchase or sale of luxurious watches. But if you remember, if you go back just 2 years back, it was Nawab Malik, NCP MLA and then minister in Mahavikas Aghadi, who first came in front, and he said that whatever the Samir Wankhede or whatever the investigation he is doing or whatever case he is trying to build up, it nothing but, he used to call it as Farziwala. That time he had explained that how Samir Wankhede is trying to extort money from Aryan Khan. He had given the exact amount of 25 crore. Even if you remember the Prabhakar Sahil, he had also in his affidavit had mentioned that it was 25 crore rupees which KP Gosavi had. KP Gosavi was basically trying to extort from Aryan Khan's family, and this exact amount now CBI has also mentioned. So we can, in a way, we can say that the Nawab Malik stance has been vindicated by this entire FIR which CBI has filed. But now it is interesting to see, because we did try to call Samir Wankhede and try to get his reaction on this, but his phone, we couldn't get through him. But just 2 days back, when Samir Wankhede's premises were raided, it was the message which we got it from the close people who are with Samir Wankhede, that nothing was found during these raids of CBI. But now it would be interesting to see that what exactly Samir Wankhede has to explain about the watches or the sale of the watches which CBI has mentioned in their FIR, and also about the allegations which Nawab Malik has leveled against him, because right now Nawab Malik is under the ED custody, he is in ED custody, but the allegation which he had leveled against Samir Wankhede have now turned true. This is Mayuresh Ganpati reporting for Network 18 from Mumbai.